today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Carolina Panthers. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Sanders here as they run out of the gun, powering forward. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before.
He looked good on their opening drive. Remember, he capped it off with that nice touchdown run to get him on the board. Now we'll see what they can do here. Drive number 2 as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down.
Yeah, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made by Grover Stewart. Now 2nd and 9. And now the throw taken in by Chark. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your touchdown.
David Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown. Running right, here's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, yeah, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
He's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the press, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this 1st half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over. He got the job done on the ground on their previous drive with a touchdown run. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Here's Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 35. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
12 more yards there and another 1st down. Another run here with Sanders. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this 1st half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in. He's had quite the game running the football. Last time he finished in the end zone with his legs for the 3rd time in this one. We'll see what they can do here as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25. They'll run at Sanders, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. He had another touchdown run the last time they had it, his 4th of the game. He's been unstoppable.
Today.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play there, second down.
So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial, but I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
You look at this Colt defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be. I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Sliding out of the pocket. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Another run with Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Flushed out, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's how you pick up a 1st down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the 1st down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week, he was dominant. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Sanders. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 102 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Fighting him off. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, fans of old school football, they got to be loving this partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
2nd and 5. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That one deep for Marshall. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll look to throw here. And his Here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
145 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. Now 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Sanders again.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played well. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now back to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He has been... They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He'll buy some time right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Sanders will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation, because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith, who had 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Allen.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 228 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. They'll run here with Hubbard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Hubbard again. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Another run with Sanders. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Sanders. And just shutting him off there. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 23.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Escaping the pressure right. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal. Well, we saw him score on the ground earlier in the ball. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Broken tackle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes up.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be...
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Carolina, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll look to get back.
Earn skill points by leveling up, and then spend them on a skill group of your choice. When you upgrade a skill group, the player ratings within that group will increase.